Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Abbotsford Small Business, where you can, of course, find us at abbotsfordsmallbusiness.com. You can also send us an email if you'd like to comment on our show at abbotsfordsmallbusiness@gmail.com. And our Magic Jack phone number is 778-800-0246. So the last installment of our little series here of setting up your own WordPress blog was choosing a WordPress theme. Let's review what we've done so far. On section 1, we phoned GoDaddy and we condensed it down to a 7-minute podcast to show you how easy it is to get set up with GoDaddy. Excuse me. Section 2 is registering domains and how important it is to get the domain you're looking for. And if you don't get .com, don't worry. See if you can get .tv or .ca or one of the other extensions. The third one was Jetpack, introducing you to that service called Jetpack within WordPress and hosting your first blog entry. That was exciting. Now, the last one we did was choosing a WordPress theme, and today is number 5, themes and additional tools. So I'm inside my WordPress blog, and I have picked out a very elegant and very simple theme. Let's go to the dashboard and take a look. All right, so let's go to appearance. That's where we're going to see it. Now, I've for this example, I'm going to be using Secluded 1.5 by Seismic Themes. The Secluded theme is a modern looking for WordPress. The Secluded theme is a modern looking for WordPress. Okay, it includes a customizable background, 2 widgetized areas, and a customizable menu. So we were playing around a little while ago with Desk Mess Mirrored 1.9.1 by Edward Casey, and now I've decided to load up Secluded. So let's take a look at Secluded. Now let's take a look at the widgets. We're going to go in depth now. All right, so supposing that we, in this example, and I'm going to throw a whole bunch of examples out. In one example, we were marketing our WordPress blog as if we were a motivational speaker on the road, and now we're going to open up, say, a hardware store, right? So that's why the primary widget area over here says search box, and the search box is called hardware choices, right? And this is the secondary, right under here, you can see the secondary widget area. So we've got primary and secondary. Let's see what we can do with it, shall we? Okay, so recent comments. Okay, so let's do this. Let's bring this widget. We're going to load it up with a couple of widgets just to see what the balance looks like. Recent comments, so you know what to do. Just click and drag. My mouse has a very short throw or a short reach. It's because I'm using one of these bamboo pads. The bamboo mice. Okay, so here we go. So now what I want to do is I want to take a look at this secondary widget area and put it in there. The secondary widget area. Okay. So recent comments. So click and drag it. You see that? How that box comes up with the little dots around it? That's where you drop that into, right there. Now, for the recent comments, it wants a title, and you don't have to put a title in there, but let's put a title. Say sales of the week, right? So we'll put that in there. Sales of the week. So if you want specials, right? And then it says number of comments to show 5. You can change this. You can change that, I think, right up to 99. You can show 99 comments, right? But 5 is the default. I always like to save the default. And just save that. So let's do another one, since we're having so much fun. Let's do a links to your blog roll. So remember, left click on the mouse button to drag it over, and I'm going to take it to the primary again. Now you see, if I wanted it up on top, I just bring it up on top. If I want it on the bottom, I just rest it on the bottom, right? So let's force it to go on top, and then let go of your mouse button, and it goes right there. Now this one has a little bit more to it, this menu. It says show link image, show link name, show link description, and show link rating. See, it's got 4 choices, and again, when I set up originally a WordPress blog, I like to go with the defaults because the person that designed, or the programmer that put this together, thought, okay, so you know how you get a TV, and at the factory they kind of put the defaults on to accommodate all lighting of any room. This is kind of the same way that I look at it, because I like to stick with the defaults for a little while. Okay, so now we've got, close this window, and so we've got links, we've got search, and then secondary widget area, we've got comments. So let's go and take a look and see what that looks like. Now I really like this theme. I really like this theme. All right. Watch this. See that? Very, very basic. It only has 4 colors. What are the 4 colors? Black for the fonts up here, right? For the big fonts, and then white for other fonts on the right-hand side. And it has a blue, and it has a white, and it has a light gray. It's very, very, for me, it's an extremely classy website. I like this. So here we go. So when you click on here, it takes you to the day when you did the post, right? And welcome to Abbotsford Small Business website. It's right there. And then leave a reply right down here. So there you go. So there's your reply widget, right? So we made that, right? Well, oh, no, I'm sorry. We didn't make that one. That comes standard in the makeup of your blog. So let's turn our attention to the right-hand side. Okay, blog roll. Now, let me explain. Let's do something. Let's take a little journey here for the blog roll. So a blog roll is, if you click on it, it is related or relative of whatever you want in there. You can link it to whatever website you want in there. But this particular blog roll is going to take me to where the programmer wants me to see some information about this particular website or some information about what I'm doing at the time, right? And right here now, it's the main codex page, right? Welcome to the WordPress Codex, the online manual for WordPress and a living repository for WordPress information and documentation. So what they've done is they've really built in a help section within the blog roll. So if I want to know anything about it, but remember, some of this stuff can really get pretty hairy. I mean, it can get intricate. It can get, this is programmer language and a lot of stuff, right? Right in here. So you've got, now this is easy, getting started with WordPress and new to WordPress, where to start, and WordPress in your language and lessons. So they've got a really, really good active lesson directory here, but I thought I would put together, sometimes people that when they put a lesson together, it's from their point of view, correct? Yeah. All right. So let's go back. Now, on the right-hand side, you've got your widgets, your blog roll widget here, right here, and then you've got your hardware, your search hardware choices right here, your search box, correct? See this little magnifying glass? Whenever you see a magnifying glass, it almost always indicates a search area. And then Mr. WordPress on Welcome to Abbotsford Small Business Sales of the Week. So you click on there, and then you go over to wordpress.org, right? So this is the way it's laid out. Now, if you want to do another blog, another post, you're most welcome to do that, and they'll just continually show up like this. If we go back, we'll go back here. So we can show both blogs, both post entries, right? So on December 11th, this is what I blogged, Welcome to Abbotsford Small Business, and if I click that, it shows me just nothing but that. Now, here's a tip for you. If you have a really important blog, like you've done a post within your blog, and it's really, really important, and you want to send just that post link to someone, click on your post, right? It will take you there, and then take a look up here. You see this blue highlighted area? It says abbotsfordsmallbusiness.com, ? P = 1. Well, that is the link to this particular post. So if you want to send somebody just this particular post, highlight it, click on copy, and then go into your email and then paste it into the email and send it to someone. And this link, they will click on the link and it will automatically go to this particular post. See? There you go. Now, let's talk about the replies down here. So, say for example, somebody has read your post and they've read it all the way down to the end. Well, let's read the post. Okay. Welcome to the Abbotsford Small Business website. This is the first of exciting and wonderful adventures that can help you with your web presence. It gets really exciting when you're getting ready to grace the world with your message about what you do and why you do it. That's why I've decided to do a series of podcasts on how to set up your first WordPress website. You know, a lot of people just take it for granted that if you own a computer, you inherently know everything there is to know about using it. In this blog post, I'm going to review some concepts and suggestions that are in this video. First things first. If you haven't decided on a business name, it is a very good idea to search the web to see if the domain name can be obtained and secured by you. You can use www.godaddy.com to search all of the domains to see if the one you want is available. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Say, for example, you want the domain www.abcrecycling.com, and somebody already has scooped it up. It's a free service that you can use. On the GoDaddy website, there's a domain search box. Simply enter the name you want to use and press the Enter button. You have a decision to make at this time. If you're going to make a series of video-based podcasts, and you plan to make many more in the future, consider adding or using another domain extension. For example, did you know that there's an extension called .tv instead of .com? You could do what Leo Laporte did on Twit TV and use the .tv extension. Pretty neat, huh? There are also domain extensions that are designed for organization.org, Canadian.ca, business.biz, and a host of others. If that doesn't work, then you can go to Plan B. Find a name that reflects what it is you do. For example, if you own a company that makes bamboo flooring and your company name has already been taken, see if you can wordsmith some connection to the concept. Something like Bamboo Floors Forever instead of Best Bamboo Floors. The word bamboo, if it's the first word that the internet seekers will see, will position your name so that it gets picked up relatively easy. Thus increases your chances of being recognized. Number 2. If you're thinking to yourself, hey, this name would sound great for my business, then it would be prudent of you to purchase the domain name for a year instead of losing it to someone else. Say you love 3 choices of names that you think could work. Go and buy the rights to the names. You should be able to pick up a domain name for about $10. So for about $30, you can pretty well guarantee that you'll be able to keep one of those names that you've fallen in love with before you create your website. I appreciate that this is kind of a bizarre way of doing things, but who said technology made sense? Number 3, try using a keyword generator. There are tons of keyword generators out there. The theory is that they're supposed to help build the most effective and powerful way to get recognized on the net. I don't put too much faith in this kind of thing because folks usually do a pretty good job of selecting names for their business. In my case, I wanted to make certain that I combine the city I live in with what I do. So www.abbotsfordsmallbusiness.com made perfect sense. My advice? If you want to build within your community exclusively, put the town or city in front of your name of your business. It just makes plain sense. So that's my post that I did on December 11th. Right? So somebody is going to, or if they want to comment on it, it's right down here at the bottom. It'll always appear down below your post. It says one response to welcome to Abbotsford Small Business website. Hello, this is a comment. To delete a comment, just log in and view the post's comments. There you will have the option to edit or delete them. Reply. Leave a reply, logged in as and log out. So anyone, you can set it up so anyone can leave a comment, or no one can leave a comment, or those people that have registered in with the WordPress can leave a comment. Generally, if you're like most folks, you will leave this comment box open because you want to have some kind of feedback as to what's going on. Now, as a rule, people are pretty nice, but you're going to occasionally get the kind of fool that uses vulgarity and swears a lot and just is annoying. Just delete them. Now, we will talk about deleting comments and comment filters, which is a really good idea. So this is it. Whenever you post, you're always going to have the opportunity to put a comment box down here. Okay? Post a comment. So let's go take a look at the dashboard again. Okay, so what else? What other trouble can we get into? Oh, I know, plugins. Oh, this is so much fun. Let's go and see about plugins. Now let me, because I forget plugins, I have to write things down. Sometimes as I go. I mean, hey, I'm only human. And I'm a guy. I'm a male and I'm a human. That means we forget a lot of stuff, don't we? Okay, now, this is really, really important. Akismet. Or Akismet. 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 I've used Akismet for a couple of years. And here is how you can do it. There are two ways to go with Akismet. One is free and one is paid. And it is a spam blocker. It says used by millions. Excuse me. Used by millions, Akismet is quite possibly the best way in the world to protect your blog from comment and track back spam. It keeps your site protected from spam even while you sleep. To get started, click the Activate link on the left of this description. Sign up for an Akismet, I always get the letters mixed up, Akismet API key, because without the API key, you're going nowhere. And then go to your Akismet configuration page and save your API key. So, if this is a personal blog, you can use Akismet for free. If this is a business blog, they're asking you to pay for using Akismet. That makes sense. There's another one that I use on one of my other blogs that I'll talk about later. And boy, oh boy, it does a great job, effective job of blocking spam. Now, there are a couple of add-in plugins that you won't want, and one of them is Hello Dolly. It says, this is not a plugin. It symbolizes the hope and enthusiasm of an entire generation, summed up in two words sung most famously by Louis Armstrong. I mean, I love Louis Armstrong. Hello Dolly, when activated, you will randomly select the lyric from Hello Dolly in the upper right-hand of your admin screen on every page. See, that to me, I don't want any clutter on my website that I can't control. So no, so that's out. So I am going to delete this. Now watch this. Delete. It says, you want to delete this? Hello Dolly, it gives you a choice to back out. Yes, I want to delete that. It is gone. Now, Jetpack I'll keep, and maybe we'll play with it in future shows. Right now, though, I'm not too, I just don't know as much about Jetpack as I do the other widgets. So right for now, I'm going to keep Akismet there, and I'm going to keep Jetpack there. So, watch this now. Add new plugins. Oh boy. Are you kidding me? The plugins? Plugins are where it's at. Plugins, I love plugins. Okay, so what is a plugin? What is the difference between a plugin and a widget? That's a really good question that I don't have a really good answer for. A widget is a piece of software that'll do a whole bunch of things, very, very complicated stuff. And it seems to me that plugins are more simplified pieces of software. So I'll show you what I mean. Let's go, and if you go to search plugins, there's thousands of plugins. Okay, so you're going to like this. it says here, and you really have to read and be careful of what you're doing here, but you can still experiment, right? Let's go down here to the first 5-star plugin that we see. It says Social Networks Share Buttons TEO Social. This is a plugin that helps you send any post link to your friends using Yahoo Messenger. Recommended article via Facebook, follow author Twitter account on Twitter. This is the 3rd version of TEO Social Share. So I'm not too fond of this particular plugin yet. So let's keep going. Let's see what else has got. Back to widgets. Okay. Well, let's go back to widgets. Okay. So we want to go back to plugins. This is the way to get rid of a widget or a plugin, right? So say for example, we did not like what Quick Contact Box was doing. It wasn't showing up correctly. So you can always deactivate it. Okay? So click on deactivate, and then go down here, click it, and then click on delete. And it will be deleted. And then it gives you one last chance to say, do you really want to delete these files? You say, absolutely. Done. So now you see, there's nothing down there. Let's go get another plugin. Add new. This time, we're going to search. This time we're going to search. We're going to say contact forms. If you want to put a really nice contact form on your blog. Okay, now here we go. The first one is contact form by contact.me.com, and I want to go down here, Slick Contact Forms. Oh, look at this. Slick Contact Forms. It said, and that's 5-star, creates a widget which adds a contact form using either a floating drop-down button or a sticky sliding tab. Oh, so it's very highly customized. Can handle multiple forms on each page, and the location of the floating button or sliding tab can be easily sent from the widget control panel. Oh, I like that. Each form includes up to 3 text input fields and 1 text area. These input labels and type of validation can be sent via the widget control panel. So, let's try this. Click on always click on details first. Okay. Configuration options. Okay. In most cases, it'll be so simple, you'll be able to look at it and say, oh, okay, I just have to fill out a form. And then press save. It says general configuration can be set via the WordPress admin menu option settings, Slick Contact Forms. Now, this is going to load in a separate place, and I'll show you where that's going to rest. Default email address where submitted forms are sent. If not sent, the widget control panel defaults is the WordPress admin email. Email subject, send from user email, include IP address, okay, so it's got a lot of stuff, and it's got 61 ratings of people that thought it was almost a perfect 5 out of 5. Yeah. So how many times has this thing been downloaded? 62,323 times. It's pretty well been proven. And the programmer has updated it 28 days ago, and the author is Lee Chestnut. Why don't we install it? But before we do that, let's take a look. How easy is it to install? Upload the plugin through plugins. Okay, so we just click install. And activate the plugin through plugins. Okay, that's pretty standard. If the widget section, click the Slick Control Forms widget and add one of your widgets area. Set the required fields and save your widget. Hey, this is going to be fun. So let's go over to the screenshot. It even gives you a screenshot of what it should look like. Look at that. So there is the form, is the contact form. Okay. So you can have on the left-hand side, you see here, it says floating or slide out. I think we're going to choose the default on slide out. And we will do this. Required email. Yeah, let's do this one. Changelog. Now, changelog, what a changelog is whenever the programmer who created this code has changed something, he will give you a changelog as to, we're up to version 1.33 now, and it'll show us. And if the programmer is worth his salt, he will update his widget or his plugin to make it, compatible with every kind of WordPress platform that's out there. Okay. And FAQs. So there's a frequently asked question page as well. So if you're having trouble with this particular widget, go to the FAQ page first. It says, I do not receive any emails when a form is submitted. Why? The plugin uses the PHP mail function to send the email from the contact form. Sometimes web hosting companies may disable this function or require the email to be authenticated. So this will tell you why. And then you can get in touch with your ISP. Now, with GoDaddy, I've never had any challenges with this. So let's go up here, let's be adventurous, and click on Install Now. It is installing. There we go. Downloading, unpacking, install the plugin, and successfully install. See, that's all you have to do. And as soon as you click the install button, done. Now, let's activate the plugin. See right here? Activate the plugin. It will take us to where it is going to be living. Okay, so down the bottom here you can plainly see Slick Contact Form. Create quick and easy floating or slide out. Okay, so settings. So always click on the settings. Look at this. So what this program did, is it took, when you open the WordPress blog, there will be some fields that you want to fill out. And this took my default email and put it right in exactly where it needs to be. abbotsfordsmallbusiness@gmail.com, and email subject Abbots Small Business. So that's really good. That's handy. Okay, send from user email. Check this option to use visitor's email address in the input. Now I'll use it all standard. I'll just default. Ajax message. Don't fool around with this stuff until you know what the behavior and what the characteristics are going to do. So, all right. So save changes. Yes. All right. If you really love the plugin or the widget, and you've gotten it for free, and you feel that it's worth money, you see this little donate bar over here? It says donate $10, $20, or even $50 because programmers have to eat too, right? And lots of times they do this stuff for free, Okay, so let's go over and take a look at the website again. Do. And refresh, always refresh. Okay, not there yet, right? You know why? Very, very important thing that we didn't do yet that we have to do. We have to go out. It's a widget, correct? Remember that? So we have to go into Appearance. And then we have to go to Widgets for this. Okay, so where is Slick Contact Form? Right here, see? Right there, sticky sliding and floating contact forms. So where are we going to put it? I don't know. Let's grab it. Oh, this mouse is just driving me crazy. Oh, we're turning this into a game, aren't we? Okay. I'm going to put it right up on top. Primary. Okay? There you go. So again, as soon as you drag it to the appropriate spot, it gives you this slide out or floating. So you can choose floating or you can choose slide out. It doesn't matter. Top text, contact us. Gives you a width. Now you can change this width. If it's too big, change it. Go down to 240, go down to 220, go down to 200. Location on the left-hand side. Top left, top right. Why don't we go top right, offset? Okay? Float speed, you don't have to do anything with that. Submit, text box. Okay, and save. Done, right? Now let's go take a look at our site. So, I get it. It's right up here. I knew because I could see it there, right? Contact us. Okay. So, it's right here. I don't know what this bar, okay, so if this bar was not here, you could see it right here. So we click on it, and it says name, email, questions, and comments. You know what? Let's do this. Let's get out of here. Let's totally get out of this, the WordPress. All right? So, we'll just log out. Okay, we're logged out of that. And we're logged out of this. We'll be logged out of this pretty quick. And log out. So we're logged out of everything, right? Completely. Correct? Correct. All right, now I'll be able to show you this. That was for small business. Aha! Okay. So now you can see what I was trying to show you before because that bar was in the way, right? That menu bar. And that's really important. I can't tell you, you have to have a way of your customers being able to contact you really, really easily. So you see this little Contact Us button on the upper right-hand corner? That is so important. So let's try it out. We've made the widget. We put in our email address, or it just took our default email address automatically. We'll put name, and I'm going to put Rick Haaland. And I'll use one of my other email addresses, eflexonics at gmail.com. This is just a test. Great show. All right, and we're going to submit that. And we're going to see if it works. This is fun. I love doing this. I love doing this. So it's processing right now. Thank you. Your comments have been received. So click on there. It goes up here. So isn't that nice? This is a very elegant theme. It's got every time that you blog, it puts up the date right there. It's got a blog roll or widgets, customizable widgets that you can do right here. It's got a customized search box right there. And it's got sales of the week. It's got, right? Leave a reply. Okay, so let's go back now. I want to go and check my email and see if that comment came through. We're going to go to Gmail. Right? And then I'm going to go Added for Small Business. Nothing like forgetting your own password, you know. Oh my goodness, look at this, boys and girls. It worked. It worked. So it sent me an email. Said, questions, comments, this is just a test, great show. So, wasn't that easy? What we did is we looked for a contact form, widget, or plugin. I don't know what the difference is. We brought it over, we installed it, then we activated it, and then all we had to do was press save and tell the widget where to live on the page. We set it up, we experimented with it, we sent it an email, and we tested it. Way to go. Now you know what to do with a widget and a contact form. So let's get out of this one. Sign out. That was a lot of fun. It truly was fun. So, let's review. The most important thing about putting your WordPress website together is being able to experiment and play with different widgets and different plugins and different headers and different size fonts and all that kind of stuff. Go ahead and experiment and play. Don't get too crazy, but feel free to go a little bit out of your comfort zone, just a little bit, and then go from the known to the unknown, and then go back to the known again and play around with that. But we did get a widget to work. What a wonderful! You're brilliant. You're a programmer. Now you can go out and teach somebody, oh, you don't know how to put a widget on a WordPress page? That's easy. Let me show you. It really is that simple. All right, folks, this is Rick Haaland from Abbotsford Small Business. Hope to see you again. Number 6 is coming up, and what we'll do in number 6 is we will, of course, embed the video. See you next show. Bye-bye. Take care.